So as we begin, right, I would like to ask you all this question. In your life, have you ever worked really hard for something and you really got it? Or have you ever worked really hard for something in your life but you didn't get it? So like maybe some of us, the younger ones, maybe we have worked hard for certain competitions. We have trained hard for the competitions and we may have succeeded in meeting our goal, or we may have failed. Instead of getting gold, we get silver or bronze or just participation. Or maybe we work very hard for something at work or even something at home. You know, recently there's been news from the Singapore side that many Singaporeans work very hard to design their homes. They have to engage the contractors, the interior designers, and then after they sink in all the effort, time and money, the contractor take the money and run and never do the job. And they all get so frustrated and feel so helpless because they work so hard for what they want, but they did not get it. Or maybe some of us here, and there are many parents here, we work very hard to plan for our children's future. Like, oh, my child must do this, must do this, must do this, so that my child's future will be secured. But sometimes it doesn't turn out the way that we expect. Like, do you remember last week or the week before, Uncle Chong Kiang was saying that he wanted Vincent to be an engineer. But in the end, Vincent decided to become an architect instead. Like, do you know, let me give you another example. You know tennis, and if you play tennis or you watch tennis, the famous tennis players, Serena and Venus Williams, the sisters, they are champions because, right, when they were very young, right, their father said, my daughters will become tennis champions. So from the time that they are 4 or 5 years old, he started to bring them to the tennis courts to start playing. Then he sent them for training, supported them all the way. And when they're about 14, 15, right, he felt that the coaches were not doing the job. Maybe they felt that the coaches didn't believe in their daughter, in his daughters enough. So he decided, I'm going to coach them myself. So you can see the amount of hard work and dedication that he put into his daughters to achieve this thing that he wanted for his daughters. And indeed, when the daughters were maybe 19, 20, they obtained their first championship. So this tennis player's father is someone who worked very hard for that thing, and indeed, he got it. So my point is very simple. In our life, sometimes we can work hard at something, and sometimes it turns out the way we expect, and sometimes it does not turn out the way we expect.